What's up, you motherfuckers? Good to see you. Welcome back to part 2 of the Xbox and PS4 console review chat thing, So, I wanted the PS4, the Xbox One, and I looked at it and I was kind of like, it's for entertainment. And the thing that really put me off is I had the Xbox 360 and that's supposed to be about entertainment. And I wasn't entertained in any way. I played games on it. I never watched Netflix. I watched like one TV show on 4OD on demand, which was fucking took the piss to buffer and took the piss to fast forward, and it kept fucking skipping scenes and things like that, and I just couldn't be arsed with the, trying to go through all those pages to find shit. So that was terrible. Netflix obviously I have to pay for after a month, so I didn't really want that. The entertainment wasn't really for me. I didn't really, things like that and Hulu Plus and YouTube. Like, I've got a smartphone, so I can, if I want to watch things online, I can do it there. YouTube, I can do it online. I don't need, I think they're assuming most people don't have a TV that has access to the internet or a phone. Because if you can access all these features, you need an Ethernet or a fucking wireless modem for Wi-Fi. So if people have internet access, why would they not be using a laptop or their TV to go on YouTube or to access Netflix or things like that, That's my question to an Xbox One, because Xbox 360, all this things about it's got this much entertainment, it didn't appeal to me in any way. It's like, well, I can have this all on my phone, why do I need to pay 450 quid for it? You know what I mean? Whereas the PS4 was completely, we're going to give you games. This is made by gamers for gamers. You're going to get nothing but games. So on one hand you've got for gamers, on the other hand you've got entertainment. The entertainment is more for family. It's the Kinect, it's all gimmicky. So basically, I wanted the PS4 and I looked around. Obviously, I didn't have 350 quid sitting in my pocket, so I wanted to get it on a buy now, pay later kind of deal. But obviously, because they sold out so quick, I tried to order mine in January, the start of January, and the waiting period was 3 days before April, I think it was. So that told you it was sold out. And Xbox One was available the very next fucking day. I mean, you could get an Xbox One anywhere pretty much. You had to hunt around fucking everywhere for a PS4. Kind of thing, they're sold out in most places. Even I'm talking about if it's buy it now, they're sold out in most places. And some places just took to sticking the price up. I saw one place, it's like Bright House or something, and they worked it out like, oh, you buy it now, you pay later, and it worked out as you'd be paying back $1,000 for the PS4. That's how much you'd be paying back. It's worth 350. You pay it back $1,000, and I know some people would actually fucking do that because they want one that bad. You see people spending $1,500 on the day release for it, so that people are serious. People kill for this shit, literally. So the price is not bad. You can't complain with the PS4. It's more for gamers, and if you're a gamer, you're probably gonna go for that one anyway. Not just that, but it seems like it's more for adults. I don't know what's giving that vibe. I feel like the Xbox One's more for teenagers, kids, and the PS4's more for adults. That's just my opinion, basically. And yes, you can't really complain when one console is is geared more towards you, and it's £100 cheaper than the next console, and the next console's got all these other fucking features that you don't want with the next, and it costs an extra 100. Like, I'm going to talk about the Kinect. When they said, oh, the Kinect's in the box, I thought, what about all the people that don't want a Kinect, that don't want it spying on them, that don't want it, they don't want to fucking use gimmicky voice commands and hand movements like it's the fucking Wii. Do you know what I mean? So it comes in the box, you don't have a choice, it comes in the box, and kind of like, well, if they don't use it, then they're stuck with a Kinect they don't need, which means if the Kinect's worth maybe 100, they might as well have just got the fucking PS4 and not had £100 worth of software and hardware they didn't fucking need. So the voice command, sometimes it's fucking responsive, sometimes I'm Xbox, home, and it does it like that, and it's perfect. And even though I didn't want that option, I got it anyway, and I'm not going to complain, because in some games it works really well. Other times I'd say Xbox, doesn't answer. It usually says Xbox, a little bar pops up on the bottom telling you, your voice commands. It will say like go to and then an app, or sign in as, and then whatever. There was none of that. Sometimes it's not like you say Xbox, it doesn't work. Xbox louder, doesn't work. Xbox doesn't work. And on some games, it does take into account your accent. It says Kinect and accent English, so it knows that it's trying to understand a person who speaks with an English accent as opposed to an American one. Obviously, we say things differently to Americans and Canadians and French, and there's different ways of saying things when you have a different accent. But sometimes it's set on English and I'll say Xbox and it won't hear. And you say it louder, and then you realise this is the kind of reason most people didn't want to connect, because they didn't want to feel stupid playing a console. You know, when your family are in the next room, you don't want to hear them hear you shouting Xbox repeatedly, because it's embarrassing. It makes you feel like you're trying to tell people this is a next gen console and it's voice activated, and it hears me and it responds. You're not making a very good case for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of a letdown for it. The Xbox One, I walk in the room, it doesn't turn on. It's supposed to do that apparently. You walk in the room, don't turn on. It doesn't see me. When I go to what does Kinect see? It's a black square, you can't see me in it. I walk in the room, it doesn't always turn on. I say Xbox on, it doesn't turn on. Even no matter what setting I put it on, power saving or normal, it doesn't turn on. And I say Xbox on. There's the one feature that really pissed me off about it, this one that really ruined it for me. You have to install the game onto your hard drive, which understandably we knew about because there was that whole hoopla about you have to install a game onto the hard drive, and then it's stuck on then it's on your computer, so you can't sell it to your friends, you can't use another console to play it on. But now we've just got, you put the disc in, it doesn't even say play like a quick time like it used to, it says install game. I put Forza in this morning, installed it, and it took like 3 hours. No, so it's about 2 hours realistically, but it took a long time. An hour and a half, 2 hours it took. And it was going up 1% at a time. Like 30%. 2 minutes later, 31%. And I'm like, this next gen, I have to wait that long to turn a console on, to play a game. I mean, it's not that excitement of, I got a new game, bang it in my system, install. 2 hours later, it's taking the piss. Do you know what I mean? It ruins the efficiency, especially if you haven't got a lot of time on your hands. If you work a lot, you haven't got time to be wasting 2 hours, and because it uses so much energy, you don't want to be going to work, leaving it on, coming back, and it's still not fucking downloaded the game. You know what I mean? And then even when you download it onto the system, you need the disc to play it in the first place. So if you've got NBA 2K14 on your home screen, you click it, it'll say if you have the disc, insert it now. Like, I've just installed it onto the hard drive and I've still got to put the fucking disc in. Shouldn't it save the fucking game onto the fucking hard drive like they did on the Xbox 360, where you saved a game to the hard drive and you played it without the fucking disc? Do you know what I mean? Stupid little things like that. And those are the little things that piss you off. The little nibs of like, I installed the disc, it took 2 hours. And it still didn't work. I mean, so that's the kind of thing that ruined it for me. The next thing is the release titles. There's not a lot of games out. If you are like me and you can't afford a game every other week, you're not rich. Especially if you just forked out 450 quid for a fucking console. You forked out that much money. You can't have one game. You should know this by now. One game will last you all of 15 minutes if you don't like that game. I mean, if you play COD and you love it's a new console, so you sit there, you want to get as much time with it as you can. You play with this console for hours and hours on end. You complete the game. If the console's only just come out, not much DLC available for it, or you have to pay for your DLC, or there's not many other games out. You're like, well, I've just spent that much money on this fucking console and now I've got no games because I've completed the one I had. I mean, when it's 50, 60 quid a game, it's not easy to just go out and get another one the next day when you haven't got a lot of money. So, to bear that in mind, maybe let the price go down a little bit. Especially don't get the first batch for the obvious reason of they are the ones that always have the bugs. They use the fucking release one as the beta testing. Like, they'll pretend, it's ready for launch. It's not ready for launch. They're using fucking consumers to work out all the fucking bugs, so they can fucking change that for the next model, which will probably be the Slimline or the Gold Edition, Millennium, whatever the fuck they want to call it. So that is a pain in the fucking arse. See part 3 of the video. I'm going to go into a bit more about why I wanted the PS4 instead. So yeah, I'll see you later, you bastards. Come back.